It all started in the year 2050. In that year, they created an innovative new virtual reality game called Immortals. It caused a huge stir and was initially the most popular game in the world. Everyone thought it was just an ordinary game, but that wasn't until a player discovered that the attributes of the game could be transferred to reality. It was a journey of becoming a god. Once players reach this level, they can challenge the gods. And whoever is victorious will take the place of a god. Ascension to God is the ultimate realm. It's a player called Chen. If he loses, no one can defeat the gods. The gods he fought said he was crazy. They said it was not just a game. Chen knew it really wasn't a game, but he had his reasons. And he had no regrets. The boy woke up near his computer. He was already playing this new game. But today the virtual reality game Immortals is launching its server. Suddenly a girl walks into the room. She starts asking why he hasn't opened the door in half a day. The girl brought an item that the guy really needed. The thing was for that game, he said he had to come back no matter what. The girl stood in front of the guy and saw a pussycat on the screen. I can see why you're ignoring me. Do you like that? Sister Ruya, look at you, how can I like girls in black underwear? Then do you like me? If she wears black tight underwear, no one can resist her. All right, come on. Play your game already. I'll see you later. Said the girl and left. 3 seconds to go until the new God server launches. It's not just a game. 3, 2, 1, the game has started. Each of the players will get their own random talent. Last time a guy played he had a rare one. It was interesting what would happen this time. The talents were divided into ordinary, excellent, rare, excellent and exceptional. The analysis was successfully completed, and this time the boy got the talent of inversion of yin and yang. He didn't understand anything about the talent. And whether there are even black and white talents. How could that happen? The guy also got an ability of the opposite effect. When he wanted to hurt someone, healing would occur. The boy didn't understand how to use it. He had to choose the initial profession of the player, and the guy chooses a priest. He was supposed to be a mortal. But mortals in theory could also kill gods. The guy appeared in the novice village. He looked around him and saw that the world was very believable. The visuals were great. Guy decided to find the right place to test his talent. In a past life every attribute of the newcomer had 10 points too, but they were always rated differently according to the profession bonuses and skill effects. Each profession had a different initial skill. The priest had a healing spell. He had no damage and the amount of healing was not less than the damage of other professions of the same level. Intelligence-based professions have their own special attribute of restoring mana at 1% mana per second if they only use healing spells. Mana is barely spent. This meant that he could safely apply the skill, so the boy began to use his talent. The healing spell would add 50% damage. As the level increased, the percentage would go up. The guy liked his skill, it was better than last time. He thought he would quickly rise to God level. Thought they would meet very soon. It was about time the lad went to the Red Sheep. 2 hours after the launch of the new server, a new special NPC would appear in the newcomer's village for just 1 hour. Players could exchange the horns of a sheep for a buff from her. It was a very good opportunity for the newbies. In the previous life the guy had very few horns and exchanged them for the standard buff. But this time it had to be different. The guy had enough for spells to kill the sheep. A red horn fell from the sheep. Legend has it that this horn is used for sacrifices. It only took 2 hours. 800 sheep. The guy got 705 horns in all that time. Last time he had 200. He should have enough this time. So the guy went to the NPC. The other players were getting together in teams and going to kill sheep. They looked at this guy and thought he was coming back because he wanted to kill monsters, but he was talked out of it. The ruined temple. That's where all the teams got together and banded together. Along the way, the guy got asked to join a team, too. A lot of girls asked him to join a team. But he told them not to call him and he preferred guys. When the guy came, the old man started saying that he was new here and the gods should guide him. But the temple is ruined, the glow of the gods has faded with the temple. Only the red horns can communicate with the gods. The more red horns, the easier it is to get a blessing. That was why the boy had come here. He showed his horns to the old man. And the old man was very surprised, because the boy had a lot of horns. He said he thought the gods were secretly watching over him. One had to keep a pure heart and then the gods would bless them. And then a god shows up and the guy gets a new buff. Cupid's blessing. This effect of being with the opposite sex had a lot of benefits. The other day, a guy said he didn't want to be united with a girl and they gave him that buff. The old man told the guy to follow God's guidance and find his own way. If the guy had known before that he would be given such a baffle he would not have refused those girls, would he be able to find them now? The guy saw the very same girl, but unfortunately she was already in another team. They had already started to form a team, but in time the girl spotted that handsome priest. The guy tried to ask the girl out, but she was already on another team, so he started to leave. But the girl stopped him. She said that she had accidentally clicked and she actually wanted to leave the team sooner. The guy invited the girl to join the team, thanks to which he activated Cupid's blessing. The guy went to take the girl to the monsters. The team the girl left didn't understand why she left them and went with this priest. The girl and the boy came into the pasture. The girl asked her brother why they weren't going to hunt the red sheep. The lad replied that it was late and not worth the time. She also told him not to call him brother, but to call him by his name. "All right, mortal brother," she replied. On their way they saw a level 5 monster and the girl was unsure if they would kill it. A level 3 knight and a priest were usually not that strong. The boy told the girl not to fight and just wait for him to finish. The guy dealt with the monsters with ease. The girl was in complete shock. What the hell was a priest capable of doing that? A normal priest was doing over 100 units of damage. That's not cheating, is it? No. What am I thinking? The game Immortals was created by the creator company together with other companies in the world. This game was unrealistic to hack. Even if the class is too high, maybe it's just too strong. In the last game, no one could control every attack and not take damage. The girl wanted to get her brother, and she wanted him to look at him. But suddenly a monster jumps on her. But the girl managed to react and put up a shield. The boy told her to stand back and not get distracted. Looks like the brother wants to kill 2 monsters at once. Shouldn't we, then? Better to let you die? What am I supposed to do with my buff if you die? Asked the boy. It will take a long time to get back from the rebirth point. The girl apologized. But the boy replied that there was no use in apologizing. Just told her to stop being distracted. The girl looked at him and was shocked. He had such graceful movements. How could an ordinary man do that? 15 minutes passed. The guy handled all the monsters and was exalted, also the guy got the staff of the rotter. Now from the monsters you can only get an attribute for a weapon. Cupid's blessing added 1 unit to the drop items and helped the staff reach the bronze level. The girl was very excited as she reached level 4. The boy looked at his stats and saw that the current intimacy with Ching in 57 out of 10,000. Probably 57 was the number of monsters he had just killed. While they were on the team, 1 killed monster gave him 1 proximity point. It took time to get all 10,000 points. Suddenly a mutated level 5 boss appeared behind the guy. It was a boss, but at this stage there were very few level 5 monsters. If he could be killed it would be the first big kill. This boss would bite him very quickly. With his speed it was impossible to avoid, and a way had to be found. He told the girl to stand still and not move, and as soon as he asked to put up a shield, immediately do so. The guy started to attack the monster and when it flew at him, he told the girl to put up a shield. And she successfully blocked the blow. Not a bad ability, that seems to work. The guy attacks the monster again and runs back for the girl to block the blows. And then one last strike and the monster was killed. The level was raised to 7. The girl was already at level 5. A streaming clouds garment, of silver level, fell out of the boss. A razor dagger. And a sealed mage book that had 2 stars. This buff was very useful and now the guy could wear the cloak of flowing clouds, and the dagger could be sold and get a lot of useful stuff for it. The old rules for boosting intelligence. Healing spells could now do more damage. The girl asked him where they would go next. First I have to go back to the novice village. You can go first. The girl replied that she had a case there too and would go back with him. The task of destroying 50 random wild monsters has been completed. Must the fatigue make you stay? 15 minutes passed and they were already in the novice village. On their way they saw those guys the girl had left. They saw the girl who had left them and the priest. The guy wanted to teach him a lesson, let him learn that strength is everything. So he threw an arrow at him. The guy saw that he was under stealth attack. And he just dodged the arrow. Guys thought it was just plain luck. The girl shouted at them, "Why did they shoot my little brother? Do you think our team is a mere gathering? Seeing you slowly make your way back to the pledge village, we decided to meet you." "What the hell are you telling them?" said the other guy. "Just wait to die." They started shooting fire at them. They were too strong. The guy said something I haven't met in a long time, such a confident player who wants to give me a weapon. "Cast a spell on your team, I'll send you home." Their team didn't understand what the hell was going on. How is it possible why a candleman can do damage? They said he was a cheater. Yeah, you have the last word. Don't forget to report it when you die. My health is 190. That's too low. I need at least 35 more. The brother asked the other guy how he wanted to die. He started telling him to sit it out, told him to stay as strong and he'd go. "Don't worry, I'll take care of the gun you give me." He shouted that he didn't want to die. Because he will have one less item of all his attributes. There are so many good people in this world, you know I won't be able to open the skill book, gives me a chance. The girl looked at him and wondered how handsome and strong he was. They came to the village and split up, the sister went to do the tasks. The boy needed to increase his intimacy level as quickly as possible, otherwise the stretching could make the buff disappear. He came to trade. And saw that all the outlets were now filled with untouched items. The price was 2 to 3 gold points. 3 of those guys' weapons were good for a quick sale, and the silver dagger could be put up for auction. The exchange rate for gold and coins was 1 to 100. It fluctuated depending on when the server was open. The further you progressed through the game, the higher the price of gold. A guy sold an exquisite long sword for 2 gold and 90 silver. A bow for that price too. A staff too. The guy got 800 gold and 91 silver, that should be enough to open a book. The silver dagger can be sold at auction. First he goes to the village mansion to find a job. He arrives there and walks up to the room of the younger mentor of the priest. The angel wings of a priest, representing the owner's level of resurrection. "Journey seeker, welcome to my office of spiritual healing, I am your mentor," told the guy when he walked in. The guy started saying that he wanted to open the book of skills. How hard can it be? It's a 2-star skill book that exudes a lovely aroma. Interesting. Traveler, that means I need energy to open this book. It will require 5 gold pieces. The guy gave him the money. He successfully unlocked the book. The book was of healing light. Amazingly, it was a group healing. After a yin and yang inversion. It's the perfect group attack skill that would make up for his current shortcomings. Does that count as healing? The guy had already gone. It was time for him to meet his sister and go on to kill monsters. He saw the girls telling her not to kill monsters while you're here, you can't rise to gods. Should the only summoner in this world be bullied like this? The guy needed 2 more girls on his team, and he wanted to help her. And while she was being humiliated, the guy came up and offered the girl to join his team. Really? You want to form a team with me? What's the alternative? Come on, I'll take you to the mobs. The girl started saying that she could not leave the village to the newcomers and did not want to disturb others. Her partner said that the boy went and didn't ask for trouble. The guy said it was okay and he liked all kinds of trouble. Who do you think you are? While I'm here, this girl can't go with you. Don't hold me back. But the girl started to agree, so she pushed her back and shouted for her to stand in the back and not go away. What did you say? The boy asked. And started to show what he could do. The woman was very surprised that his damage was so high, and the guy took the girl with him. First let's go to the entrance of the village to meet another player. When they arrived the girl didn't understand why a girl with the 2nd level was needed. All right then. She asked her brother where we were going. They went to the Canyon of Dark Mist. There were level 6 through level 10 monsters there. The guy said he was going to kill monsters, and told them to find a place to sleep so they wouldn't get in trouble. The guy went off to fight monsters and test his new skill. It's really a 2-star skill. So his speed could be improved. The new girl team looked at him and was very surprised at what a high damage he had. She asked her partner of choice. How did he get so strong? Not yet, we have met him recently. Do you have any idea why God put us together with him? He doesn't seem to need our help. That I don't know. Maybe because he's shy. If he really wants us. No, that's impossible. Brother doesn't like girls. Wait, shouldn't he be trying to hide his preference? Bro specifically formulated a team with 2 girls. And the girl started to get really excited. And then she got an announcement. Congratulations, player Xiongxing is the first to reach level 10, now the level leaderboard is open, please see it. She told her brother what the leaderboard had shown up. Leaderboard? Let me have a look at it. He opened the table and saw that he was not in first place. In a past life, the currency was improved too, and the leaderboard came up. That guy has the money to pay for first place. The girl said, it's our fault for holding you up. It's not your fault. No one's gonna stop me from getting first place in the future. I'm waiting for the boss to show up. Look! Shouted the girl. There was a dream fairy on the rock. It was a pet that could be tamed. Cool, it's harder to find a pet like that than a boss. You can get new skills. Take your time, someone's coming. They saw another team coming, it was the team that took the girl. I told you if you don't stay with me, I'll kill you. Who's going to help you think you could be the boss for a rookie? The girl started apologizing that she was getting them into trouble. Master, you can kick me off the team. I don't want to cause trouble. What trouble? It's just some nosy players who want to give in the place of violation. So what? It's just a priest you're afraid of. If they were able to reach the 8th level in the team, there must be a very strong player. And said it was better not to provoke them. Ask them if they wanted to fight. If yes, then let's start. Or just walk away. All right. Since you're so arrogant, I'll teach you to be a man. The price has doubled. Hurry up. I don't believe the candlestick, the knight and the little trash can do anything to us. And they started attacking them, but the girl blocked with her shield. And when they got distracted, the boy attacked and killed them. They understood how so, priests can't do damage. They thought the female knight was the strongest. After they killed them, they went to tame the pet. There are 2 ways to tame pets and animals. Use special props to tame them or rely on your abilities, complete the task and win. If a monster or other players come near me, remember to leave the team and move on, said the guy. Beginning of the challenge. Once the illusion test is started, the illusion cannot be voluntarily interrupted. If the player receives no damage, it will be discarded automatically. If you want to tame a fairy, you must find real fairies in the illusion environment. Before you run out of health, you must find real ones. These illusions seem to fly all over the sky, but they move organically through space. And only a real fairy has to fly free. And so the boy has found her. Congratulations on getting a pet. The boy has successfully tamed the fairy. This fairy had the ability to move instantly into any wheelbarrow within a 5m radius. So the guy decides to test his possessions. The girls looked at him and said he was very handsome and capable. Once tamed, the cooldown is halved due to the buff. When fairy grows up, the throwing can be improved. Let's go kill monsters. Why are you looking at me? We need to earn experience. I think they're stupid. All right, I'll do it myself. And so the guy finally got a new rainbow bow. He was planning to sell it for 40 or even 50 gold. And then a mutated zombie with a hook shows up at the front. It was a silver level zombie. And then the mutated zombie has 2 on VK. Splitting slime and flying circle. The first is a basic attack. The second skill, on the other hand, will be difficult to deal with. Said the girl. Have you seen this boss before? I haven't. I've read about him officially in the monster manual. This base is very hard to deal with. I've already come up with some combat strategies. I'm gonna need another warrior. This monster is a higher level, which makes it very easy to die. As expected of the summoner, her eloquence is incomparable. You talk a good game. But I think it can be blocked. Hide and don't attract the attention of the monsters. I'll take care of it myself. Seriously? The guy climbed a mountain and started shooting at him from there. The master was in a good position. The main attack was easy to avoid. But how to dodge a flying scream? And I had almost killed the monster and a flying circle was about to fly out. At the time he flew into it, the guy, thanks to his pet, teleported and hit the other side of the monster. It's a pity it took 2.5 minutes to reload. You have to watch the amount of health and slowly wear it down. And so they successfully killed the monster. It's easy going with these girls. Looks like full intimacy is coming soon. Because of this, boss guy got a staff, boots, a big blood sword and a blueprint for a moon dress. Tailoring and shoes. The lad could use it. The big ball he decided to take to the trading house. The old stuff can be put up for sale too. This will bring a lot of money. Blueprints can be learned first and then sold when professional players show up, which I will earn more. It's 2 o'clock and the lad has decided to stop there today, and asked the girls if they would be online tomorrow. They replied that they could. Okay, see you tomorrow. The guy left the game. Time flew by so quickly. Tomorrow he had to progress to new levels. The guy went to bed and fell asleep. The next day the girl woke him up. Sis, it's early morning. Here I have brought you some breakfast. Thank you, but I'm an honest man. And what with the money, I don't treat you to meat. By the way, I forgot to ask yesterday, what rookie village are you in? That's too bad. I wanted you to take me with you. I heard this game is very good and makes a lot of money. Right now 1 gold can be exchanged for 75 coins. Later it can be exchanged for 100 coins or more. Sis, I remember you said you're very good at fashion design. I don't feel like giving out garment designs to people I don't know. I have a feeling you'd be suited to this profession. You can learn to make different costumes after level 10 and why put them up for sale? That should be the right thing to do in this game. But I'm only at level 3. Okay, when I'm free, I'll write you a strategy game. I have team members waiting for me now. You go play too. Without an update, there's nothing to talk about. The girl got out and went to play the game. The upgrade was very fast. I had completely forgotten about the regular games. Everyone was now at the 2nd, 3rd level. Today's challenge was to get up to level 10. And so the guy appeared in the game. The little girl who was on the team with him was also online. And they decided to meet at the entrance of the village in 5 minutes. She came in even faster than the guy. She could get something. But first the lad decided to go to the trading house to check the weapons. At the same time to check out the gold level weapons from yesterday. When a level 10 copy is cleared, it becomes useless. He successfully exhibited and sold the item. He received 1,100 coins. Last night, the price of gold exceeded 100. Those gold coins in real life equals 100,000 wheelbarrow immortals really are the most profitable virtual game. I don't know how much I can get for a gold level weapon. So the guy went to the entrance of the village. The 2 partners were there. The girl hadn't slept well. And the guy asked her if you'd been out all night. This site is so interesting. I was on it till 3 o'clock in the morning. That's right, the encyclopedia on the forum has been updated again. There was a lot of weirdness there. I read that all players who reached level 10 are stuck in a secret realm and can't get into the main world. What's the secret realm? Is it not possible to enter the main city after level 10? The secret realm is a replica of the main city, but a gate appears from level 10. Players must pass the realm's tests to open the gate to the main city. In a previous life, a guy had passed this stage at 12 o'clock at night. That's why he couldn't get a good night's sleep. Maybe this gate would open sooner. They decided to go to the monsters. They had to do a good job today. They went to the Canyon of Dark Mist. Memory told the girls to stand on this rock when they were near the monsters. And if the Tao can't heal, let the Ching block the blow of the bill. Here we go. The girls have moved the monsters. All according to your instructions. And the guy wasn't surprised, as expected from nice best player. It was cool. Thanks to these monsters he got a lot of experience, and raised his level to 10th. The guy got very good talent. He loved it. He asked the girls how far from level 10. One was at level 9 and the other was in the middle of level 9. Oleg told them to keep killing monsters. And then go to the secret realm. And 3 hours later they went to the secret realm. Their village had no unions. Therefore they would not be able to go for a while. they decided to wait for news from elsewhere. There they said what they heard was that the Great Council of the dynasty had wiped out all the smaller factions. When their team got there they saw that there were a lot of people there. They came for fun. The difficulty was too high. They're all stuck at level 6 and can't even defeat the mobs. Only a wizard can drag 2 of them behind him. There were guys there who recognized the sanctuary team. They used to be below level 5. Now they could enter the secret realm. This priest has good powers. He's been in contact with a female knight and is helping out that girl. You can't tell for sure, but it looks like he's on the leaderboard. He can't do damage, so he has to rely on some special ability. It's been 2 days of server launch. Only large guilds can form a team to enter the secret realm. Maybe they're connected to the guild. You saw a female knight from the teapot. They are most likely in a relationship. The teapot might have come in here because of her, the boys thought. The priest's team entered the dungeon. The secret realm, bronze level. The girl asked why nothing happened. See, there are 4 circles on the ground. Stand on them. Ooh, they got on 3 and didn't know what to do. I'm 1 stone slab and a wheelbarrow. Don't you have a connection you can summon? Let him stand on it, said the lad. Fortunately, the secret kingdom does not need a clear number of people. So they could count on the help of the beasts. Otherwise they would have had to waste time forming a team. The girl called for her dog. And she got up on the cooker. After she stood up, various level 10 magic monsters began to appear. These monsters corresponded to the 7 main professions of the players. These skeletons were basic abilities. And their basic attributes were similar to those of the level 10 players. The attributes are similar? That means they are very powerful. No. It means a wizard could kill them in a second. Which he did very easily. The girl said she read on the forum that these skeletons are very strong. They have a passive aura that does 50% damage. Only a professional can kill them that easily. Weapons seem to be faster. All the guy's skills except teleportation do real damage. The rest can be ignored. Server announcements started coming to the guy. They started texting him about the blood ball. And a lot of people wanted to buy it at a very high price. This ball became very popular. The auction was over in just an hour. And now there's a rush. Is this for the first passage of the secret realm? Then the guy can't go on like this. Let these guys fight over the sword. He just needs to stay off the quest until the auction is over. Looks like the guy has a very large sum of money to make this time. The guy's fallen out with a bow. In 3 rounds, only 18 bronze weapons fell out. If the entry-level weapons depreciate after opening the secret realm, the quality of the silver ones won't be affected. The price of the bronze suit was 50 gold. The girl thought the wizard would earn more than 100,000 this time. Wow, to develop a game to earn that much. A wizard can earn that much. An ordinary person wouldn't pass this quest. If the gratitude is distributed evenly among the players, it may not exceed the loss. I feel that if we don't work hard, the brothers will leave us behind. The brother asked them, what are you talking so hard about? Stand back and watch you don't get hit. The lad went to fight the ancient guards. Their ability was such that when they received lethal damage, they went into an invisible, invulnerable state. On the aftermath of the attack, the damage would subside. So many players died here. And it was true. But it is possible to pass this stage by taking kites. The biggest problem is that when the health drops by 10%, dodging make them invisible. It would take a lot of effort and time. You had to let them launch an attack to destroy their non-visibility. A melee attack cannot be avoided just by walking, but the guy had the skill of blinking. For monsters started attacking the guy at once. If he wanted to destroy the non-visibility of the monsters, he had to call them to attack. And the glee he had was much higher than the wizard's health. It was too difficult. As soon as they started to get offended, the wizard turned on the blinker. And said it was time to call it a day. Otherwise he was very easy to deal with. Which gave him a bone shield made of white jade. It was a very bad item of your class. The flash he had just made was very awesome. After he killed them, the boss started to appear. It was an ancient mortal skeleton. It was the head poppy of the imperial palace. He asked him, how dare such an ant come here? I desecrate my grave. So to say that he is passing sentence on him. Only 2 skills. One of them is good for further combat, and the other skill deals massive damage to the main attacker. So it's all going to be directed at the guy. But that's not a bad thing, as things should fall out of him very high quality. This boss is very easy to defeat if the guy starts attacking later. He said that the girls could attack. They did not understand how he could beat him very easily, as it was the strongest boss on this server. They agreed and started attacking him. They had to take up a skill that reduces mana. From the soul he would take over. As long as he was using the phantom dog, it wouldn't be a problem. When the girl wanted to attack him, they watched him tell them he would kill them. The facts of the game were all too real. They felt a lot of pressure. It felt stronger in middle age. The girls started attacking and fighting the monster. They were to prepare for an attack, and not to get close to the guy. Now the guy tells them to get behind him. The boss thinks they're the furthest targets. He needs to pay attention to the second skill. The confusion rain will kick in when the boss's health drops to 90%. But it didn't seem to go according to plan. When he wanted to attack, the boss hit him with his magic. And he fell. But he was saved by a phantom boot, and it turns out to be just Papa. The auction was supposed to be over in 20 minutes. Then you could go slower. The price went up very quickly. He doesn't know how many surprises the guild can give him. The current bid for this sword was 35,000 gold. 2 minutes to go until the end of the auction. The 8th team also died in the boss battle. It seems they won't be able to buy the big bloody sword. But the big bloody sword is still up for auction, and the owner is not affiliated with any of the guilds. The price has now soared to 40,000 gold. It seems this guy wants to sell it. Let the price go up, I'll get it. 40,000 gold was 3 million in real life. The president of the Sky Court Guild asked how much that ball was worth. Just now it was 40,000 and now it's 50,000, it's already 55,000. It's only a level 10 weapon. I am afraid if the amount goes up, it will probably lose its value. If I buy it, it will become a kingdom. Keep an eye on the auction. You should get it. The current bid is 60,000. The ball has been sold. And they got it. They went to the secret realm. With a big bloody ball in their hands. They were bound to pass this test. But suddenly a notification came that they were to congratulate the mortal players on passing the ancient secret realm and killing the boss. What? How did it end? Check it. Check it immediately started screaming for the boss. It doesn't matter which guild to suggest these 3. If they dared to pass the dungeon first, who would pay the price? Their team successfully tackled the boss. The killing of the skeleton was complete. He was given the rank of guide. His level is 11th. All 3 attributes are added to intelligence, and damage can simply be increased. This rank increases the chance of things falling out, and with the buff the quality of the fallout was perfect. He decided to see what he got from the base. He got a magic crystal ball. A necklace of life force. A ring of fury. A sealed book of skills, 3 stars. Of the 3 items, he can only use 2. They add strength and amount of health. The magic crystal ball is a growth gear. Once the spell is cast, high level and enemies can be killed in a few seconds. The skill book was also a good item. Because of this dungeon's boss in Apple book on vocals. Usually given 1 or 2 stars. He is not at home that he is so lucky, and he gets 3 stars in Apple. He was able to get this outfit thanks to Cupid. This time they did their part to fight the boss. The guy said what he had prepared for you were 2 items of equipment. Although they're bronze level, that's good enough for now. They can't help you much, but the items are easy to carry. The trading house has a daily limit on regenerating items, and you can get the rest of the bronze outfits for a crystal ball. And off they went, so they were able to complete this quest. They entered from the dungeon. There were so many big gels stuck here, no one understood how they managed to get through it. Everyone wanted to take a picture of them. And everyone thought the knightswoman was very cool, so she came. The couple and the girl left her, and said they would wait outside the village for the newcomers.